Dancing in the Dark is the 6th episode of the 5th season of The Golden Girls. This is directed by Terry Hughes, and as always, there will be spoilers from now as I go through the episode and share some thoughts. With this one, though, I don't have a tremendous amount to say. I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't dislike it. There's nothing about it that was necessarily badly done. I just didn't think it was that funny, and the final third was just very slow and very dull. There are some nice messages for Rose in particular. Blanche was very entertaining. I did enjoy Blanche quite a lot in this episode, but I don't really have any quotes to share. There just wasn't a lot in this that I found particularly great, but it was fine. I didn't mind it. I probably wouldn't skip it if I was binge watching the season, but I would never choose to watch it. Starts off Blanche actually having a fight with the kitchen cupboard because she's got a lot of energy. She's going through a sexual slump, and Dorothy says all of the right things to her, and then Rose comes in and we meet her dancing partner Miles, played by Harold Gould, and Miles is a college professor, and Rose goes to an event with him and she meets his colleagues and she starts to feel intellectually inadequate. And Blanche then comes back home having gone to a hardware store to try and meet a guy. The story there was quite funny. And then Rose comes home and admits to the others that she feels like she's not intelligent enough to be around Miles, and he wants to meet up with her again, of course, and Rose ends up asking Blanche to go in her place. Blanche quite liked Miles. She liked the look of Miles, so somebody might as well enjoy his company. That's after and before she was called a backstabbing slut, which is not fair when you're encouraging her to do it, but nevertheless, both Dorothy and Rose decided to call Blanche that, and it turns out Miles was really boring. All he talked about was Rose, and Rose finally agrees to meet him and go dancing, and they all go dancing, and it's a nice scene. Rose's dress is gorgeous. Absolutely love her outfit. And up until this point, I wasn't necessarily enthusiastic about it, but it was okay. But I just found the last scene to be not that interesting. It was a little slow. Yes, Miles said all of the right things to Rose. He made her feel that he definitely helped make her feel that her insecurities about her intellectual inferiority were just that. They were her insecurities. He certainly didn't feel that way. And while she's allowed to feel that way, he doesn't want her to. And yes, that's a nice message if you're in the same situation as Rose. If you feel intellectually inferior, or inferior in whatever way, that doesn't mean your partner or the person you're dating is having those thoughts about you. And if you just talk it out, you might realise that actually they're not concerned about that and they don't think less of you. And they go dancing, and I guess it was a sweet moment, but it wasn't particularly interesting. And I just felt the ending, while we had, a well-written conversation between Miles and Rose, it wasn't that fascinating. So yes, the messages are very good. Blanche was quite funny. Rose was quite funny in places here and there. But I just didn't get a lot out of this one. I just didn't find it to be that exciting. It wasn't that fascinating. So it's not terrible, and it doesn't have no value. I think there are some good messages in this and a little bit of comedy. But for me, compared to a lot of other episodes, I just didn't think Dancing in the Dark was particularly very interesting. That aside, I guess it's fine. As I said, I would probably never choose to watch it if I'm in the mood for a random episode, but I also wouldn't skip it if I'm binge watching season 5. So Dancing in the Dark, not the best, not the worst. I guess it's okay.